Hi guys, so I'm Hannah and I'm gonna teach you how to make a really quick and easy breakfast that I like to make for myself. I came across this recipe a few years ago actually when I kind of was getting tired of the normal, breakfast cereal, pancakes, things like that, and I wanted to spice it up a bit. So I came across these great things. They're called French toast roll-ups. They're pretty easy to make. They take maybe about 10 minutes tops, not that hard. You can make a lot of them in a short amount of time, so it's good if you have a big family to feed or things like that. So here we go. So here's what you will need for these French toast roll-ups. You will need 16 slices of soft bread, 2 eggs, 4 tablespoons of milk, 1/3 cup of sugar, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, and a filling of your choice. Now when I say that, you can use many different things. For instance, you can use jam, cream cheese. I know some people use peanut butter. It's really up to your own personal preference though. So first and foremost, you're going to want to wash your hands because we need to practice good hygiene, especially when we are cooking. So our first step here is on a cutting board, you're going to take your slices of bread and you're going to cut off all the crusts. I recommend doing it in a square shape because for this next step it'll make it a little bit easier. So now we're going to take a rolling pin and we're going to roll out our slices of bread. This works really well, especially with soft bread. For me, I was using organic bread, so it was a little bit more tough to roll out, but it still works just the same. It's just up to your own preference. So as you can see, I'm doing it out in a square shape because in the end I'm going to end up rolling them up, as in the name French toast roll-ups says. So next I'm going to take my fillings. For my fillings I chose cream cheese and grape jelly. So you're going to take your fillings, you're going to spread it in a thin line along one of the edges of your bread. You're then going to roll up the bread as best as you can. As you can see, I'm having a little bit of trouble here, but it should work out nonetheless. So as you can see, I'm rolling up all the pieces of bread, trying to get them nice and squished together. So I'm going to also show you here with my jelly. As you can see, I just put it in a thin line down one of the sides and then go on ahead and roll it up. So next you're going to take your sugar and your cinnamon in one bowl and we're going to mix it together. Make sure it's nice and thoroughly mixed, and then we're going to put this aside to be used later. Next I am going to take my milk and I'm going to take my eggs and I'm going to whisk them together nicely. For me, I just use a fork. It's simple and fast. So go ahead and just whisk them together really nicely. Make sure they are thoroughly mixed because we're going to be using this in a second. So now you're going to put the stove on to low-medium heat, and then we're going to put some butter in the bottom of the pan. Make sure it's nice and coated along the bottom. Next you're going to take your roll-ups and you're going to dip them evenly throughout the mixture. After that, we're going to put our roll-ups on the stove. Make sure the seam is face down. So that's the first part you're going to be cooking. So go through, be sure they're light golden brown, and then you can go ahead and just turn them until they're all cooked throughout the whole entire roll-up. Again, make sure it is on low to medium heat. You don't want these to burn too much. So I've taken them off the stove and now I'm going to coat them nicely with my cinnamon sugar mixture. Be sure there's a good amount on there because you do want to have that sweet flavor that you would have with a French toast normally. So as you can see, I'm coating them evenly. These are my finished products. They're not too pretty, but they still taste amazing, as you can see with my sister here.
That actually is really good.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Sorry, I hate it. Sorry.
So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I had fun making it. As you can see, it's pretty easy, simple recipe to make. I'm not even a really great cook, but I'm still able to do it, so hopefully you can. If you have any questions, you can let me know, or you have any new filling ideas that I didn't think of, please tell me because I'm always interested. Thanks for watching. See you guys.